Alright guys, what's going on? Today's video is going to be helping with your aim. Mainly by that, your crosshair placement. And I'll show you what I mean. For one example, people running down vents, they keep locked against the wall here, and then they have to adjust wherever people are. So I'll start off by coming up U-turn on red satellite. Now, most people usually play in spots, leaning here, the corner over there, and that corner right there. So, common aiming technique is if I know I'm going to be pre-shooting the guy leading the corner, I'm going to pretty much keep my crosshair to where I think he's going to be, behind the wall, and then when I come out, I'm right there. Which isn't terrible, but now let's say you're pushing U-turn, and now they're counter-pushing, and now someone's over there. Now you have to stop, think, adjust to where you're shooting, and it's going to be a lot harder, especially if you play on slow sensitivity. At 9 out of 10 times, at a higher level, whoever gets the first shot is going to kill you first. So to fix that, when you're coming up U-turn, yeah, this might work sometimes, but you want to be a consistent player. You don't want to rely on getting lucky or getting pain kills like that. Even on days when your aim is off, these little tips and tricks should be able to help you out just by on pure crosshair placement. So what you want to do is kind of keep your crosshair snapped to the wall when you come around and you take your angles. This way, no matter where I am, he can come out any time and I'm ready. My crosshair is right where he's going to be running out. So I'm going to take U-turn, I come out, and there it is, I have that angle right there. What I don't want to do is come out and then expose myself to both sides. You want to be able to clear both, angles one by one. So I'm coming out here, I clear that, I come up, now make sure that's clear. Now there could be a guy here or here, but I want to be fighting one person at a time. So I'm going to come here, I'll check that, switch my angle, so now coming around, I check this, while I hold that, now I can come around and check that. Notice how my crosshair is always going to be glued to the wall, and I'm only exposing myself to one angle or one potential fight spot at a time. Keep it glued, keep it snapped, to that angle, now I'm here. As opposed to just running up, hoping he's there, coming up like this, having to adjust and then snap over. You don't want to expose yourself to two people at once ever, so you want to keep it snapped, keep it close to the wall, and keep it tight. So just to reiterate, any movement of your mouse using this style of aiming is going to make you inconsistent. The less moving of your crosshair, the better. Another tip, I could be playing behind a box, but I want to keep my head down. If I do this, when I come up, now I have to snap my crosshair where they have to be. If I'm here and he's at the box, now I have to come up. Instead of just having it pre-aimed before I go down, I keep it right in the same spot, my head's still clear, and then I can come up. As opposed to, oh shit, someone's there, they put my head down, and now I come up, then I have to readjust. So just another example to go over the crosshair snapping. You always want to keep it head level, obviously, headshots are obviously faster kills. But now, most people will just run, they'll take CR, they'll jump in and just try and look where everyone is, and there's 3 guys here. Now I have to kill one and try and go over it. It'll work, but you want to be a consistent player, especially if you're playing at the top level. If you don't get those first shots, you're probably going to lose. So if you're coming down CR, wherever it may be, at your first angle, instead of just coming out and exposing your whole body, your crosshair is nice and tight to the wall. You come around, you have that angle. Keep coming. Alright, guy. You clear that. That. And notice how I never expose myself to more than one person at a time. As opposed to the novice thing too, just be to come out, jump, and oh, who's there? Let me just go crazy. Now there is a method to madness. And you want to make sure you're doing everything you can just to help yourself. Days when your aim isn't on, these things are going to help you because you're just putting yourself in better situations. So pushing down vents is another good example of how I can demonstrate good crosshair placement and just really making the game easier for yourself. Now, what most obvious thing with coming down vents is making sure no one's at island. When someone is playing that spot, you should be able to red name it, but you want to make sure your team is pushing doors first. This way, you're not a free kill, and he's not exposing himself to the people at doors while he kills you. So as long as that's not clear, first thing you do, you want to check this. And this is an example of where the other aiming style of keeping your crosshair on the wall and coming out where he's going to be will work, because you know he's not going to be sitting here waiting for you. So what I would do, if I'm coming vents, I'll do a quick shoulder peek, barely exposing myself, like that. Make sure no one's there, and if they do come this way, when I'm coming down vents, I don't have to worry about that spot anymore. Now the places I have to be checking are really reduced just down to one, and that one spot's going to be where he's coming out of. How do you get killed from vents? Well, if you clear island, the only second spot could be the back cubicle, or people who come from bomb desk and push the vent box, or crouch there and, have it happen to you, just battle. So once I clear that, my crosshair, when I come down vents, stays snapped. Of course, when I'm in slow motion, stays snapped to here, and once I get to here, I know this is cleared. Then I snap here, and snap there. So I'm not just jumping out and have to adjust if he's here, here, or here. I'm covering it one by one. Well, actually, I will check this first. There. Being methodical, be smart about it. As opposed to just, yeah, it works, and yeah, you can pull it off about a million times. I'm sure everyone has. It's just a matter of those split seconds, those first shots. The more you have to react, the more inconsistent you're going to be, the harder you're making the game for yourself. Especially on days where your aim isn't as good, maybe you're just tired and you're playing, just making yourself easy. So, just to go through that one more time, I'm pushing down vents, shoulder peeking, making sure no one's there, or making sure it's covered. Now I'm slow motion coming down vents, keep my crosshair here so no one can come out. If they do, I'm ready. Check that, I know this is clear now because he'd be leaning there. Make sure that's clear, I keep coming out, clear behind bomb desk, then I clear here. So another helpful tip for aiming is some people, when they're kind of waiting for two areas, someone to peek out, left side of the window, right side of the window, they'll put their crosshair in the middle and they'll be like, oh great, now if they come from the right, I just go here, if they go from the left, I just snap there. It's not something you want to do, it doesn't really help. It's, like I said, it's a disadvantage. Moving your crosshair more, it's a disadvantage. You have to react more. Just keep it on one spot. So if he runs across, gun him down. Comes from the left, gun him down. And worst case scenario is, yeah, you're looking left and you snap right. That's 50-50, as opposed to hoping it's just coming, keep it in the middle, and then you have to try and trace him back and forth instead of being ready for one side. Another perfect example, people take top, they hug the wall, they cross around the wall, and they come out kind of guessing where everyone is. Not smart. The most common spot played is leaning behind the truck. So what I would do is, if there's any situations where you expose yourself to two possible spots at once, it's just gonna happen. If you hug the wall like this, no matter how you come out, you're exposing yourself here and the guy over the top of the box as well. So situations like this, take a wide enough angle, clear the truck, clear the top of the box, keep coming around, clear that angle, clear the barrels, clear this. In motion, you can't be anywhere else. But notice how I'm not really moving my crosshair that much. As opposed to just running top. And just kind of guessing where they are. Or shitty placement. Or let's say the contrary, if I'm defending top, and I know they pushed up into under barrel, gay box, well there is, long top, places to expect. I'm not going to wide peek like this. I'm going to clear one thing at a time. My crosshairs here in case everyone's ready to come out. Under barrel clear. Check gay box. Go back to snapping angle. Check the cylinder. Keep coming around. Check there. Just making it real easy for myself. As opposed to, again, just jumping out, here I am, everyone. That guy sees me, that guy sees me, that guy sees me. As opposed to just doing things one thing at a time, just by, using proper peeking techniques and proper crosshair placement. So, a pretty good example on this clip right here translates pretty nicely into what I'm talking about. I throw a nade down U-turn, and even though I'm not walking or really taking anything, the way I jump out and check, what I'm trying to peek, translate into a nice multi. So if you say I throw a nade down, but when I jump, my crosshair is on the left side of the wall, and then it swings around to check the angle of the door, and then happens to be the first person who appears in the middle of the stairs, but you can tell my crosshair is making its way over to the other side. So it just helped me really just make it easy for me. So if you watch, you notice right at this point, when I jump out, the play button's in the way, but my crosshair is literally right on the left side of the wall. It's staying snapped right over there. It's on the other side. No one's going to be there, obviously. It's coming around and it's doing that swooping check while exposing my body to only one person at a time.